What's up guys, Jeff here. This video we're going to talk about generating an AI powered brand in the information age. One thing about the information age is information is going to be free. So now execution is the only thing that should be paid. So my recommendation is to create a service-based business. What you have here, what you're looking at is an app, a software that is going to blend service-based coaching with AI augmented workflows, architectures, and knowledge-based curation to help generate content in the content conveyor belt. So you'll see this is my new business. It's called Content Conveyor Belt. It's your voice, your knowledge, your intellectual property, all into your AI clone. And you speak once, you have content forever and evergreen loops. Our AI listens, learns, and creates as you. There's three parts of this AI agent architecture I want to share. We have an idea agent, a tone agent, and a framework agent that are all working together in our proprietary architecture that you would basically be able to license or develop your own frameworks for. But would give you the basic frameworks. Idea agent basically looks at your knowledge base, which you'd get access to curating your knowledge base in a program. Looks at your knowledge base, pulls in ideas, themes, core topics, and stories, content angles, and feeds them into a tone agent. A tone agent looks at your transcripts, your Discord calls, your YouTube transcripts, public speaking recordings, and applies the way that you sound, the way that you write to the ideas, and also pulls in more context and knowledge from the knowledge base to inform the development of those ideas. Then our framework agent just has a simple framework templates that structure the scripts, whether, for example, if you're writing like a newsletter or a long form YouTube or like a book chapter, you'd be able to, the framework agent has access to all these segmented platform specific frameworks that it would apply to the script to make it ready for the platform you want to post it to. So for example, posting to YouTube long form is one of the main examples here. Here I have a couple mental models. I just wanted to show how the foundation of a lot of the systems are in a couple things. So for example, this system here, our knowledge base is the foundation of agent layers. So the knowledge base the information rises up into the different agent layers. And so we'd have different agents here, like a knowledge base would inform your ideas agent, because your ideas agent has all the knowledge files, right? Your knowledge base would inform your tone agent. It could be a knowledge base of all your different transcripts, maybe a book that you wrote, or actual public speaking transcripts, call transcripts of actual Google Meets or Zoom calls that you're on. And that knowledge would go up so those would go into tone agent or framework agents. So actual like frameworks, training frameworks or templates that you have would be ingested into your framework agent. And AI agent architecture is when all these agents talk to each other and synthesize information in between each other in sort of a council discussion to generate really well-crafted content. The next idea here is this is more business focused. This is actually more conversion optimized content. So instead of content that is just the next idea of the day or the next 5 tips of the day, this is content that actually speaks specifically to your ideal customer avatar. And this is a mental model or a framework that is more signal than it is noise, because the signal is all based on your ideal customer avatar. It's an ideal avatar template that informs your language. It informs your scripts. It informs your topics. And in fact, this would be inside of your knowledge base, for example, and your ideal customer avatar, template would actually inform your framework agent or your ideas agent or your tone agent all at once. And it would inform the topics that we need to be talking about, which is your customers' pains, your customers' questions, your customers' beliefs, your customers' objections, and not necessarily the new tip or trick of the day. And that's how your scripts become extremely more relevant and more signal, speaking exactly to who you want them to speak to, instead of just more noise on social media. The last mental model is a future-based message and how that informs broadly and generally all of your content. Future-based messages have implied urgency because of change. So think of Obama and his whole political slogan of change, change. Everything's changing. It's not always going to be the same. That's what a future-based message has, is implied urgency. And that urgency is one of the more important aspects of conversion. So how do we apply all this to our brand in the information age? This would become where your communication itself is more dialed in. So any outbound communications that you're doing, whether it's email, cold emails, cold calls, you can have AI agent cold callers now, whether it's AI generated content like AI avatar content, any of that out-facing personal branding, content creation, sales, even DMs, you could have a DM automation layer to this, would be based on proven frameworks and a synthesis of a bunch of different frameworks. And so your brand now becomes high signal and less noise. It becomes more lasered into your actual knowledge base, and you don't have to repeat yourself over and over, and then your knowledge base would actually grow, because that's also kind of an aspect of, like, there's kind of a physics to this. But anyways, if you guys want to become beta testers of the new platform and basically turn your voice and your knowledge, your intellectual property into an AI clone and generate content at scale, as well as a series of other services and agent layers like AI cold callers, AI sales agents, AI SMS agents. You can look through all the YouTube videos of other builds that I've done. These are going to be accessible through the higher tiers, but you get a 30-day free trial at tier 1. You can participate in our mastermind calls and get recordings of your public speaking. And then if you want to upgrade, you'll get access to knowledge base ingestion, AI writing templates, and then you upgrade again, you get access to actual AI avatar content creation. So we look forward to seeing you guys in there in the beta testing group. We have scheduled calls pretty much every day of the week, and you'll be able to talk to me live in person and get feedback, as well as feedback from all the entrepreneurs inside of the group. I look forward to seeing you guys in there, and we'll talk to you soon.